In 1897, a man in Iowa unearthed the fifth known Aztec manuscript in existence, the only one ever found in the USA. Today, it has vanished. According to all of the reports I read, the last institution known to hold this priceless artifact was the Smithsonian. Here's the story. On September 2, 1897, in the town of Fairfield, Iowa, a laborer named J.T. Griffith made an extraordinary discovery that would echo across the world of archaeology. While working a routine job with the city waterworks, Griffith was excavating an open prairie at the edge of town when he unearthed what looked like an ordinary chunk of wood. It appeared simple at first, coated in a layer of pitch and partially buried around 3 feet below the surface, measuring about 1 foot long, 8 inches wide, and roughly 5 to 6 inches thick. But when Griffith struck it with his pick, the wood split open, revealing a hollowed cavity inside. Nestled within was a tightly rolled piece of birch bark marked with unfamiliar symbols. They were vivid red hieroglyphics, striking in color and preserved in remarkable condition. Griffith, recognizing this was no ordinary object, decided to keep it safe and intact. The manuscript consisted of 3 fragmented pieces of thin birch bark, between 3 and 4 inches long and about 2 to 3 inches wide. Though some of the edges had broken away, parts of the glyphs remained clear and vivid. The wooden container that had protected it for centuries was made of hickory, charred inside as if by fire, and shaped roughly with what appeared to be a stone axe. It was only because of the pitch coating on the outside that the box and its precious contents had not completely disintegrated. Along with the manuscript came 2 old photographs of the site where it had been uncovered. The location appeared to be untouched prairie land beyond the boundaries of the small Iowa town. As word of the discovery spread, the artifact made its way into the hands of Emma Clark, a local woman with a keen interest in science. She brought it to the attention of Professor Edwin Sparks of the University of Chicago, who quickly realized its significance. Understanding the potential importance of the find, he contacted the Ohio Archaeological and Historical Society and the Archaeological Museum at The Ohio State University, who agreed to take custody of the manuscript for further study. Experts were stunned. Professor Warren K. Moorhead, a prominent archaeologist affiliated with the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C., personally examined the manuscript. His extensive research into Mesoamerican civilizations and Aztec writing confirmed that the artifact was genuine. He noted the glyphs as being consistent with high Aztec religious iconography. One portion of the manuscript depicted a human figure surrounded by a ring of dots, likely representing the sun. Another showed a house-like structure with a semicircle of similar markings above it, believed to depict a sun temple. Moorhead concluded the manuscript had religious significance and connected directly to the cult of sun worship. Dr. Daniel G. Brinton, a noted scholar from the University of Pennsylvania, supported the revelation. At the time, he was considered the foremost expert on Aztec language. He stated that Aztec writing was not alphabetic, but phonetic, much like Chinese, with each symbol representing a word, sound, or idea. Experts also determined that the manuscript had to be at least 400 years old. At the time of the Spanish conquest in the early 1500s, Aztec civilization was violently destroyed. Nearly all their manuscripts were burned by colonial priests, and nothing was allowed to remain. Only a handful of Aztec writings had survived into the modern age. The Iowa manuscript had somehow endured, buried silently beneath the fields of the Midwest. How it got there remains one of the great archaeological mysteries. It is thought that the Aztec Empire never extended into what is now the United States. Theories ranged from long-forgotten expeditions that pushed northward to the idea that Native American tribes might have acquired the manuscript through trade, conflict, or intertribal exchange, eventually carrying it more than 2,000 miles from its place of origin. Once authenticated, the manuscript was carefully sealed under airtight glass and set in a protective case. It was sent to Washington, D.C., to be studied and preserved by the Smithsonian Institution. According to early reports, it would later be returned to Orton Hall at The Ohio State University for permanent display. But after that, the trail goes cold. Despite being the only Aztec manuscript in America and one of just 5 known anywhere in the world at the time, this unparalleled artifact is no longer mentioned in any major museum listings. It is not on display at the Smithsonian, It is not in the archives of Orton Hall. It does not appear in modern museum records, and it is not included in known traveling exhibitions. If it does, I could not find it. So the question is, where is it now? Why is this unique piece of Aztec civilization not visible to the public? Its discovery once made national headlines. It was hailed as rare, important, and sacred. Yet today, it is entirely absent from the historical record. This priceless manuscript, this lost voice from a vanished world, was once discovered by chance, protected against the odds, studied by the brightest minds of its time. And now it's missing. Is it hidden, misplaced, forgotten? Or is there something more to this silence than we yet understand? If you know where this artifact ended up, please tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and keep camping and exploring the mysteries of our world.